How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be going into slow motion with some PCI placement in this live series event. I'm going to hide my face cam so you can actually see the PCI placement as I move in to slow motion with the feedback. And I'm also going to be doing this, I did this previously, but since they released a new patch, I figured I would try this out with the brand new hitting patch. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so we have Ronald Acuna up at the plate. I did play some of these live series event games over on my Twitch stream live yesterday. So I figured I would hop into a couple other games and try to finish off this event. I'm at 26 wins, and I wanted to slow it down frame by frame and kind of cut it in half. As you can see, that's a good pitch up above the zone. The PCI wasn't necessarily all the way on it, but I did barrel up the ball. Same type of thing here with Cody Bellinger. I was a little bit late on this pitch. It does say good timing and contact result good, but I was a little bit late. Take a look at this swing. The barrel of the bat hits this changeup pretty well, but I feel like if I pull that ball and I'm slightly early, I'm going to get a higher exit velocity. I'm going to pull the ball for a no-doubt home run, and those are just little differences that I can tell just from playing on this brand new hitting patch. One thing I wanted to talk about that I don't feel a lot of people really understand is when they increase the timing window in this game, that means there are going to be more good timings and more good OKs. If they increase the good timing window, and it was already at a point where you could hit the ball early and still be good, or you could hit the ball just barely a little bit late and still have good timing on that feedback. So that is something that I want to clarify. Yes, we are going to see more good OKs and more good OK hits that are kind of BS hits, that are kind of late jammed hits and little bloopers that fall in. The defense animations in this game are also going to come into play on some of those good OK contact results. And I also know that there's still going to be lineouts, there's still going to be hard hit balls that aren't rewarded. But I wanted to focus on talking about this increased timing window. This is a perfect example. Here I'm swinging at a cutter, 88 miles an hour. It's an early swing with good contact result. If you notice, I get the barrel of the bat out in front of this pitch and square it up. It might be towards the end of the bat, off the end of the bat, but Nolan Arenado, he doesn't have 80 power against right. He does have the bomber quirk though, so he meets the 75 power threshold and sends that one out for a home run. So there's a lot of factors, a lot of factors that go into this gameplay. I mean, right here, Christian Yelich hits a fastball up above the zone. He has the dead red quirk. He has the first pitch quirk, I'm pretty sure. He's got all kinds of quirks that help him out in that situation. Also facing a righty. This opponent was able to square the ball up. I mean, so far he has no hits, or that was his first hit. But he has hit the ball well. Now his base hits are starting to fall in. His line drives, his good squared ups are starting to fall in. I mean, you're not always going to get rewarded, but it's pretty much the person that squares up the ball most consistently is going to win in these games. That's always how it's been. I am going to go into slow motion here for this changeup. As you can see, I put it low and inside. It's supposed to break down maybe below the zone. Perfect pitch, and it's a hanger right over the middle of the plate. And that's why the number one piece of hitting advice I can give to you is wait for mistake pitches over the middle. I know I talked about that in my advanced hitting tips video. I know a lot of people will say, you know, these guys are throwing you fastballs down the middle, a lot of pitches down the middle. Well, if you take a look at the counts, I am waiting for a pitch down the middle. I know that even if you have perfect feedback on a pitch, then it's not always going to throw it in that same location. So I'm waiting for mistake pitches. Those are things that I feel are important when you have a strategy at the plate, an approach at the plate, and you're trying to win these games. These shortened games, you have to have somewhat of a strategy going up against a new opponent every few innings. I also want to talk about some of the defensive animations that you can see on offense. Right there, it looked like he fielded the ball before it was even hit to him. On his screen, I guarantee that play looked perfectly normal. It's just a slight input delay on my end or on his end. It's that internet connection between the two of us, and sometimes one person sees something that the other person doesn't see. For example, when there is a player throwing a ball to first base and sometimes the first baseman's not even on the bag, that's just an input delay. On his screen, I guarantee he's on the bag and he makes the play for the out. I've never seen on my end where my player was off the base and they called it. I've only seen it on the offensive side. So I just want to clarify a couple of those things as well. A lot of people don't understand how the game works in that sense, and that's okay. My goal is to try to help out as many people as possible. This was a pitch that was very hittable. If you notice, my PCI was increased in size because Taylor Rogers was a little bit tired. He might not have the same confidence as he did when he entered the game, and the opponent did the exact same thing right here. Aaron Bummer, he got on top of that. It was a lefty fastball or a cutter low and inside, and that got the job done. It's noticing these little things. I mean, here, sure, this is probably a good okay pop fly. I could tell that the opponent was late on that swing as he popped it up to center field. If he swings early on that, it's no doubt a 2-run shot, more than likely a no-doubter from Nelson Cruz. That was actually the last event game that I was able to play. I figured I would open up some of these packs. It randomly gave me my Ranked Seasons rewards, even though I haven't played a game of Ranked Seasons yet. I was a little bit confused on that, but it is going to be nice because it's going to allow me to reach Diamond level 25, and I'll be able to unlock a couple of these World Series, Ranked Seasons packs, and then, of course, the classic MLB The Show pack from a couple years ago that includes those MLB The Show 18 diamonds and cards like that. So we will have a few things. This is a bat skin, not a diamond player, but it is a bat skin. Eventually, we might see diamond rewards, diamond players released into the CS division. Just depends on when that is going to happen. We normally see that the second half of the game cycle. So I wasn't really sure who to pick here. I have mostly all these players. I figured I would go with Fergie Jenkins. He sells for a little bit more than that left-handed pitcher, Ron Guidry. But I figured, it's going to be nice to collect these cards, these rookie, breakout, postseason cards, simply because there will be a collection reward release later on. Probably Honus Wagner. That's who it was last year. It could be someone like Willie Mays this time around. I don't really know. But you will be able to collect a bunch of those type of players, different series of players. But one thing I wanted to focus on in this video to wrap it up is that the fact that there is going to be a new evolution program. I talked about it in a previous video. We will probably see a 1949 hardware version of Jackie Robinson. We might even see a signature series or an immortal style card of Jackie Robinson. But I have a good feeling we'll get that MVP card. Also, there is going to be a Prime Legend pitcher, I believe, in a headliner pack released tomorrow. The new event, the switch hitting event, will start today. As you can see here, this is locked. This will be locked for another couple of hours. This will be started up at about 12 p.m. Pacific time, about noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We will have the switch hitting event. It's going to be a nice event simply because you will be able to grind out some of these prestige cards if you have them. There are a variety of switch hitters that you can unlock for free, like Adalberto Mondesi. You can unlock some of these program cards that will certainly help you. I'm going to be looking to make some progress on prestige Mickey Mantle, tallying these online hits, playing on All-Star in the event in shortened games. I should be able to get him a lot more at-bats than I would in a ranked seasons game. Same type of thing here with Chipper Jones. One thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that this card is really good, and the fact that you can prestige him, you lock him in. We've seen it in the past where previous program cards will go up in price after the program is over. There's still about 2 weeks to complete this program, but I feel like this card will go up in price even more so than what it is right here at 44K. I know that it's slightly fluctuated or slightly inflated because of the switch hitting event. I wanted to quickly go over my ranked seasons team. I'll be using a couple of these guys, Vidal Brujan, Chipper Jones. I'll be using Mickey Mantle. I thought about purchasing Ben Zobrist, the Battle Royale 12-0 Flawless reward for that switch hitting event, but I figured I'll just go with the guys I have. I think we're going to be focusing on breakout pitchers for the switch hitting event. I'm not quite sure what the regulations are going to be. We'll have more details when that is released. But the pitching staff on my ranked seasons team is looking pretty good. I did pick up this Keith Folk card from the Red Sox, and he looks pretty good. Originally, they had the card art as a 2017 postseason version, and he didn't play then. He played in 2004. They did adjust that, so I feel like that card's going to be pretty good. Kind of like a budget Trevor Hoffman in a way with that circle changeup as his primary. But we are at level 25 diamond. We're about 15 levels away from another high diamond choice pack in which I'm either going to take Ricky Henderson or Willie McCovey, I think. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all for watching. I'm College Lefty, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully you enjoyed the slow motion PCI feedback. Peace out.